All right, you guys. So I'm a little bit early, so I'm gonna just slowly transition into the live. Wait for a couple of some of y'all to get in here because I wasn't supposed to go live until like 20 more minutes. But guess what? That's okay. We're gonna go early, and if you don't catch it, then you can definitely catch the replay. But welcome back, everybody, to the House of Aaron, where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I am back on this beautiful Monday afternoon because I want to talk about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. So I'm gonna just go to my own YouTube channel and check this audio. Hey y'all, what's going on, Lala? Hey Nika. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Let me turn off the Bluetooth to the Alexa child, because once she start to talking, it can get real annoying. Okay, it can get annoying really fast. So welcome everybody. If you are joining us in the chat, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and press the bell button so you can be notified when we go live. I need to put on some of this lip balm, child. How's everybody doing on this Monday? Y'all, it's another week. It's another Monday. Okay, we're gonna knock these next 5 days out. My weekend went by too fast. I didn't get enough sleep. What's going on, y'all? We got Lucy in the chat. We got Diane in the chat. What's going on, Miss Diane? Hey, Veronica. Hey, Iris. I'm really just trying to get myself together because y'all know I'll be unprepared. But anyways, all right. So welcome back to the chat. Like I said, we're going to talk Real Housewives of Potomac. If you are in the room, please like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Very quickly, I wanted to shout out today's sponsor, which is the coldest water bottle. Y'all know that this is my favorite water bottle of all time because it keeps my water cold for hours. And y'all, look how cute this is. Okay, House of Aaron. It won't focus, but y'all see that. Who you know? Nobody. And you can get yours just like this from the coldest water. The links are down below. So let's go ahead and take a water break before we talk about Ashley and Michael Darby and Michael wanting one and not his own wife. All right, water break. Yes, that tastes so freaking good. So y'all can definitely pick up your water bottle. Click the links down below and use my code HOA for 10% off. All right. So let's go ahead. Ooh, James Hudson in the chat talking about, I don't come on too much no more. I can't with your hate for Kenya. I don't hate Kenya. I don't hate anybody. Right? We were on here a couple of days ago talking about how I cannot drag Candace Owens, who I cannot stand, to the white meat because she's a black woman. So I don't know where you got this idea that I hate Kenya Moore hair care. Some of y'all think that that's shady that I even call her Kenya Moore hair care when that's only me supporting a black business. So I don't really understand where the beef is between me and Team Twirl, but I like Kenya. I've been voting for her on Dancing with the Stars. The show come on tonight, so y'all tune in. I'll be promoting the hair care line. I'll be voting and watching Dancing with the Stars. I said the other day that she's maturing and she's being a lot more kind to people. So where's this idea that I hate Kenya? Where did that idea come from? I don't know what you're talking about, sweetie, but I'm glad you're in the chat today, James. I appreciate you for joining in. All right, so Tiffany Adams is in the chat. Hi, Aaron. I think this is my first time catching your live. Well, you tuned into a really good one. Okay, you tuned into a really good one because I want to talk about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac because y'all, it was a whole mess and a half. It was kind of like a filler episode, but it was really good nonetheless. Okay, so if y'all did not tune into last night's episode, you definitely are missing out. Like, it's the best housewife show at the current moment, even over Atlanta. Okay, even over Atlanta. Y'all, look at Claudia Jordan and Cynthia Bailey. Look at them. Oh, y'all. I think later on today, we are going to talk about Claudia Jordan and what she had to say about Lanithia Leaks because it wasn't nice. And you would think that Claudia would learn how to shut that trap. Like, girl, you haven't been on the show in how many years? But yet you continue to talk about the same old people. Okay, your mouth not getting dry talking about the same things. You need some water, sis. You need some water and you need some lip scrub, sis. Anyways, hold on, y'all. I totally forgot to turn on my lights. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. Why y'all ain't tell me that I had no lights on? Why y'all ain't tell me that? All right, so we have a couple of y'all in the chat. Make sure y'all are liking the video. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. I don't have pictures. Usually when I do the Potomac reviews and whatnot, I have the pictures pop up on the screen. Not today because, like I said, we just doing what we do today. But first things first, G and Ashley. Okay, remember in the last episode, G and Ashley kind of had like this really weird exchange where Ashley was trying to sleep in the corner of the van in the back of the bus, and G kept making fun of her. Now, I said last week that I wish G would have just left the lady alone. Okay, she's going through a lot of stress. Right? She's a new mother. Again, she just had her second child. And so her body's going through a lot of changes. She's tired. She's sleep deprived. Her best friend on the show, Monique Samuels, is no longer on there. And so she's probably still salty about that. She's salty at the fact that her own husband wants Robin Dixon's fiance and not her, which we're going to talk about in a couple of minutes. But yeah. Ashley's going through it, and she's going through a tough time. I mean, if my husband didn't want me, if I had a whole ring from a whole man and he didn't want to have sex with me, of course I would be very irritated and, just upset at the world. And so I think G should just take the hint and leave the girl alone, right? But I honestly didn't think that it was all that deep. But they end up having a crab boil, I think, later on that night. And G commences to apologize to Miss Darby, right? And he says, "I'm sorry for the situation. I'm sorry if I irritated you. However, I'm not sorry for what I said." And I didn't have a problem with that. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sorry for making you feel a ways, but I didn't think I said nothing wrong. Okay. It was kind of like a backhanded apology. But at the end of the day, this man is not your friend. Y'all don't even know each other. Y'all just met each other just a couple of months ago. And so he really didn't even do nothing. Okay. Yeah, he was making jokes and yeah, he got on your nerves, but it really wasn't that deep. So I'm not really holding his feet to the fire about this damn apology because I kind of feel like the situation doesn't warrant an apology in the first place. And so Ashley is like, you know what, G, just keep your apology. Okay, that little last part about you not, taking back what you said was unnecessary. And so you can keep your apology. She did not accept it. And then Mia enters the chat. I almost said G's husband. Child, G's wife enters into the chat and basically goes, you know what? I'm going to defend my man, right? She goes, Ashley, why you sitting up here steady about an apology, non-apology? Where is your man? Sis, where's your man? Kind of reminded me of Lenithia Leaks when she said, where is Kim's scooter? Sis, where is your scooter? But no, Ashley, where is your man? Sis, stop talking to mine and hop on that FaceTime call with yours. Right. And then Ashley responds with, I mean, he's at home with the kids. And Mia goes, are you sure? And I fell out. Okay. I was done with the situation. Okay. Dead to the bed. I need to be wearing all black like Portia because that was the quickest, sharpest, most brief, concise, short, quick, cut to the chase read of the whole damn season. I was like, okay, Mia, you just got a bajillion points for that one. Water break. Click the links in the description box down below. But y'all, I was shook at the situation. I was like, ooh, Okay, how Nicki Minaj said when that boy said stop worrying about everybody else and get into the studio, I can make sure you get your album done in time. And Nicki Minaj said, ooh, yeah. Mia got Ashley's ass together. Where's your man? With the kids. Are you sure? Cause we all know that Michael ain't having sex with the woman at the house. We all know that he's liable to blurt out, that he wants to suck Juan's dick. Excuse my language. We all know that he's liable to commit sexual assault and just grab on any and everybody's booty. We all know that he's liable to cheat on Ashley when she goes off on these girls trips, right? Excuse me. He was at the hotel room with that girl and they just cuddled and fell asleep. Who takes somebody all the way to the hotel room just to cuddle? Okay, we was born that night, but not last night, y'all. All right. Hey, Luxiously, welcome to the chat. What's going on? Just simply says Ashley was so wrong for that. All all Alzheimer's. Y'all, tell me why me and my friend last night was watching the episode and I was on the Google trying to figure out how the fuck to say that word. Okay? I was too through at the situation because Ashley said it wrong, but then she tried to correct Mia when she said it. And I forgot to mention that part. When Ashley was like, "Do you remember what happened on the bus?" And G's like, "No, what did you talking about, sis? What are you talking about?" And then she goes, "Do you have amnesia? Do you have dementia? Do you have Alzheimer's or however the fuck you say it?" Okay, I don't want to hear y'all in the chat talking about it's pronounced like this because at this point it all sound the same. Okay, I tried to look up the pronunciation and the man saying the word sounded like he was saying Alzheimer's. But then when you say Alzheimer's, people like to correct you and say that that's wrong. So it's going to be Alzheimer's today. No disrespect. But welcome to everybody in the chat. Make sure when you guys are logging in, you like the video. All right. So, anyways, yeah, that was a whole hot ass mess. Trey in the chat talking about Mia got Ashley all the way together. Michael is always getting caught cheating. That's the truth. Okay. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Sophie says, can't see your video. Is that what you're trying to say, sis? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me good? Do I need to check what the hell going on? Let's see. Oh, yeah. We good. We good, sis. What's going on with your connections? Tiffany says, yes, Mia gathered Ashley in a quick fast in a hurry. Absolutely. Judy says, it appears that Michael doesn't want Ashley and Juan don't want Robin. Not Judy in the chat putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, not Judy in the chat making a math. Okay. Judy says, could those men possibly be ... Well, you know what I'm saying. Mariah in the chat talking about some Alzheimer's. Y'all, I don't know how to say the word, okay? So don't be, like I said, don't be under the chat trying to correct me, right? Anyways, so yeah, I thought that whole crab boil, that was a really fancy crab boil. I liked it though. But my whole thing is, didn't they go to Joe's Crab Shack at the beginning of the trip? The night before, they definitely went to Joe's Crab Shack and had crab, and now they having a crab boil again. Like, how y'all felt about that? How did y'all feel about Wendy's hosting skills? Now, personally, for me, I didn't think Wendy did that bad of a job. I felt like how she said in the show, she was a mediator. I felt like she tried to treat everybody nice. I do think that, although it was very awkward between Wendy, Robin, and Giselle, she did greet them and, had a brief, talk with them when they first showed up to the house. I thought the boat ride was cute, right? The crab boil at the end was cute. I thought the whole theme of the GBO was cute. I think what really ruined the trip was the fact that Giselle and Robin, um, they love to say that Wendy's very confrontational and she's very aggressive and angry and things like that. But they keep poking the bear, right? You keep poking the bear's trying to hibernate, the bear trying to sleep. You keep poking it, it's gonna wake the fuck up and bite your motherfucking head off. Excuse my language. And I felt like that's how Wendy is responding. She's reacting to how you guys have treated her. You want her to just be all peaches and cream and nice when you sat up there at that reasonably shady party and read off that cue card, right? She grabbed that cue card talking about what would you guys do if one of your friends had these crazy changes, made these crazy changes to their appearance while there was a rumor in the blog about her cheating husband? Robin, you thought it was okay to read that cue card and then expect Wendy to act like, oh, it's no big deal, knowing that that is a very sensitive subject for her, knowing that she chewed off Giselle's ass, the last lady, up there at the damn where was they at? Where did they go on their first trip? Y'all remind me in the chat. But you thought that was a good idea. You thought Wendy was going to be okay with you bringing that situation up as you're at your driveway party. You thought that was a cute idea to bring that question up at the construction site, sis, and you thought Wendy was gonna be okay with that. Yeah, Robin is less than smart. She's a little less than smart. And Juan said it. Okay, I don't know if y'all caught the preview for next Sunday's episode, but Juan said that the lady is stupid. And that's not me ragging and dragging on Robin. That comes from her ex-husband / fiance's mouth. Juan called Robin stupid, and she was definitely acting a little bit stupid when she expected Wendy not to have an issue with you bringing up these alleged rumors once again. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Anyways, so moving right along, back to last night's episode. Mia came in with a whole KO, okay, Street Fighter or whatever the fuck it is. She said, Ashley, where is your man, honey? And then G comes in and she's like, you know what, Ashley, I think you need a hug, right? And then that's when Ashley and Robin give each other, a nice little fake ass hug. And then Mia says, no, babe, Ashley needs to try some big black dick. Not my words, Mia's. Water break. And excuse me for the language. If you got kids, it's time to usher them out the room, honey. Turn on Nickelodeon. Mia said she needs some BBC, honey. That's what the white folks say. They call it cock. I'm getting so off track. Okay, so Mia said you need some big black DICK. And then, I just thought that was really funny because I think she was shading the fact that she married to a white man. I found that shit to be really, 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 really funny. So anyways, fast forward, the ladies leave the Eastern Shore, whatever. Y'all know Karen is having herself a second wedding. She's doing a vow renewal. She's been with Ray for 25 years, which is such a huge accomplishment for a young black couple. So shout out to them. And she gives out these invitations with the butterflies and the moths and the insects and the animals. They dying. Somebody call PETA. Somebody call 911. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you are just coming in, please like the video. But yeah, somebody go ahead and call PETA on Karen Huger because she's killing off every breed of butterfly that there is. Okay. Let's see. Alzheimer is the correct word. Where in the hell ever did they get Alzheimer's from? If you don't know something, look it up. Google is a wealth of information. But child, I tried to do the Google. I tried to do the Google and it still wasn't working out for me. It sounded like Alzheimer's to me. Something in my mouth. Let's see. Tiffany said, at least G remember he has a wife. Ooh. He remembers that part. He don't have amnesia at the fact that he went down the aisle and said some vows. And just simply says, Wendy was overall a good host. Last time I checked, Robin was late to a trip she hosted, the Cayman Island. We know that Robin and Giselle are the biggest hypocrites of all time. So anything that they say, you can just look back into the archives and they've done it to somebody else. They've done it to somebody else. The fact that they had the nerve to judge what Monique Samuels did last season when they was nuck if you butt with Monique just a season or two before. When Monique had to self-defend herself and put up the umbrella to that damn neck. Okay? Didn't they pull up to the Aussie, okay, the American Australian fusion restaurant that Michael Darby caught himself owning? Okay, speaking of him owning stuff, in this episode, Ashley revealed that Michael Darby used to own the Watergate building, as if we give a fuck. Let me stop cussing before I... Let me stop. No, but... Yeah, Robin and Giselle, they're the biggest hypocrites of all time. Like, girl, shut up. Talking about, were we gonna share a room with Robin? A little birdie told me on the after show. If y'all don't watch the Potomac after show, then you need to go to YouTube and watch it. They just dropped an episode for last night's episode. But Wendy revealed in the after show that there was a whole nother room behind that little tiny door. There was a whole nother room. So Giselle and Robin could have had their own separate quarters. Anyway, so yeah, they're hypocrites. Trey says, Wendy was a great host. The women are extra needy. Yeah, and I didn't like the fact that Mia was up on her high horse talking about it's no chef, it's no room service, it's no maid, it's no valet, it's no bellhop. Like, girl, you did not grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth. Okay, speaking of your mama, you've told us countless stories about the way you were raised up. And so the fact that you are fixing your overblown lips to really complain about there being no room service and no maid service and no chef and no massage, no masseuse and no manicurists and people to do your feet, and it's no this, that, and the third. Nobody to carry you to your room. There's no elevator in the house. Mia, shut up. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Okay? Like, Mia be acting like she got all the money in the world, and it's just like, girl, bye. Okay, you live, your penthouse is just as big as this apartment that I'm sitting in right now, sis. Okay, not saying that it's not luxury, not saying that it ain't cost a lot of money, but you really ain't doing it like how I think, or how you're portraying you doing it. So, girl, shut up. Okay? Like, I was really annoyed at the situation. Anyways, someone says, giving you the real tea sent me over here. So now I'm a new subscriber. Love your commentary. Oh, that's so sweet. I absolutely love him. He is so funny to me. I adore him so much. Okay, so we trying to learn this word. Alzheimer. Alzheimer. Did I say it right? Alzheimer. But when you say that fast, it ends up sounding like Alzheimer. Oh, God. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. Y'all. Okay, I'ma really have to hit up giving you the real tea, honey. That is so sweet. Well, thank you for joining. Thank y'all for joining. Somebody said the kids should be at school. Anyway, so back to the episode. So yeah, Karen is having her vow renewal for the 25 years. She gives out the boxes with the butterflies and whatnot. I love the idea. I love, the effort that she put into it. Karen definitely gets an A for effort. I think that it just was poorly executed, which was, everyone's I guess, critique of the invite. But I think her invites are a lot better than Robin and Giselle, and they're just known for a quick little good text. Okay. They're just known for a quick little text. And I'm like, sis, that's not creative enough. Okay. You're on a whole TV show and just jazz it up a little bit, give us a little bit of razzle dazzle, right? Us commoners, us common folk, us common folk, we don't have the money for all that. We don't have the money for, the fancy invitations. We have to send a quick text. I understand Robin sending out texts because we know she's trying to rebuild her wealth and stuff like that. But for the rest of y'all could spare to spend at least $50 to $100 on a damn invitation. It's only 7 of y'all. Okay, 6 of y'all excluding a scholar. So I love the fact that Karen was definitely giving us effort, A for effort. Okay, so let's see. Then we get this little scene between G and Mia. Right after the couple's trip, I think they tried to do a quick little getaway for I keep hitting this thing. They tried to do a quick getaway. I don't know if it was their anniversary. Y'all fact check me in the comments down below. I don't know what the hell it was. But they did a quick little getaway and they enlisted the grandmama, Mia's mother, to watch after the kids. And I guess she had some sort of breakdown. I don't know what type of breakdown it was, but she got overwhelmed. Apparently, she couldn't figure out what to feed the kids. She kept calling Mia. Okay, she was like, Mia, girl, pick up the phone. Do I give them pizza? Do I make some waffles and some pancakes and some eggs? Do you want me to cook a spaghetti? Like, I don't know what the issue was. I mean, they're living in this penthouse in Baltimore, so I'm assuming that they have a whole fridge just stocked up with stuff. So I don't really know what the problem was. Okay. Shout out to the fact checkers in the chat. Thank you so much, Tammy. It was their 8th year wedding anniversary. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really know what the issue was, but she kept blowing up Mia's phone. G was kind of getting irritated at the situation. And apparently they had some words that were exchanged. And the grandmama said, G, these are your kids. Okay, I'm sorry. That's kind of rude. Like, if you're watching after the kids, then you kind of need to figure it the fuck out. But I would be the babysitter to call the parents and be like, what do I do? Because at the end of the day, these are your kids. Okay. And y'all know I'm not a fan of kids. So I feel like that's something I would say. But anyways. So yeah. So what you call it? They end up coming back to the house and the grandmama end up leaving. Which I think is really disappointing because I know Mia and her mother are on this road to recovery when it comes to their fractured relationship. So I just thought that was really unfortunate. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's like a running theme in this episode or a motif, right? If you really read between the lines, a lot of this episode had a lot to do with motherhood, right? So we get this scene about Mia and her mother and her abandoning the grandkids, child. We get this scene, the second scene about motherhood, where Giselle is at where was she at? She was at Lowe's or Home Depot, something like that. The flower shop, the local flower shop, right? And she was talking to her kids, and her kids were telling her how she needs a man because, mama is mean and old and bitter, and she needs somebody to relieve some stress with, okay? And they were also telling her how she's emotionally unavailable because we all know that Giselle is very hard and cold, right? Or she pretends to be. Jamal can whole ass cheat on her, and she's unfazed by the situation. Okay, we know mama is letting out a couple of tears at night when she all alone on her Versace bedspread, right? So I thought that was interesting. That was the second scene that, it was centered around motherhood. Then we had the photo shoot with Wendy and her mother. And they had a really interesting conversation that I can very much so relate to. Wendy was basically telling her mom that, she felt like her mom was too strict. She felt like her mom was too hard on her. She felt like she lived for her mom up until a certain age. She got her doctorate and she became this, and she wanted to be a professor because she thought that that's what was going to make her mother happy. Right? And her mother didn't agree with that. So I thought that that was really interesting. And then we get this third scene, or the fourth scene, excuse me, about motherhood, when Ashley is with the new baby at the therapist. And this is where it kind of gets adultish. She tells the therapist, I'll be trying to have sex with Michael and he refuses it. He doesn't want to be intimate with me. He don't want to touch me. He don't even want me to give him head, sis. Like, what man don't want head, honey? Yikes. If your man is refusing head, baby, there's a problem. Like, those should be alarms, sirens running in your head, sis. I keep hitting this, and it's irritating the hell out of me. There should be sirens going off in your head, sis. She tells the therapist that Michael continuously refuses the sex, honey. Now, there's a couple of things that might be off with Michael. Maybe his libido has changed. Maybe he just don't want it. That just could be the case, right? We're not going to leave that off the table. The second possible instance could be maybe he's having sex with somebody else. The third scenario could be maybe he just don't want to have sex with her. Maybe he's no longer attracted to his wife. I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know what's going on with Michael, Darby, and Ashley's sex life, but she is crying she wasn't crying, but she was telling the therapist, hey, like, I'm trying to have sex with him. I'll be trying to get his little ding dong up and it don't go up for me. So, I feel bad for the girl. I really do. Like, I'm being funny about it and I'm joking about it. But if I was in that situation, I would be in shambles. Okay. Like how season 14 production was in shambles for Roa. I would be in shambles if my man did not want to have sex with me. And it was evident when they went down there to the Watergate Hotel. Right? They went down there to the Watergate Hotel, honey, or across the street from the Watergate Hotel, which Michael used to own. Okay, she's just trying to tell us that her husband is rich, right? Remember when Ashley told Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, that her husband was rich, and Wendy said, my husband is rich too, boo. Anyways, and then Ashley told her to go back to Baltimore. And I felt like that was racially charged, and I did not like it. I did not like that, sis. How you was talking about some go back to Baltimore. Like, okay, what's wrong with Baltimore? Why is you going up? Like, what is that supposed to be a read? Is that supposed to be shade? Are you saying that because there's a whole bunch of black folk that live in Baltimore? Like, explain to you what was the reasoning behind you using Baltimore as a read, sis. And we also gonna talk about race in a couple of minutes. So if you don't like conversations about race, log off. Because Michael is finna get it. I'm finna drag the hell out of Michael. Because he said something that was so disgusting. And I'm sure a lot of y'all didn't even catch it, or y'all didn't play into it the way I'm reading into it. But I thought it was so disgusting, but we'll get there. Anyway, so they went across the street from the Watergate. They try to have like this little sexy getaway. She's trying to take the advice from her therapist, spice it up in the bedroom and whatnot. They sitting there eating, right? And I was disgusted because She's feeding him cheesecake and then they're drinking Coronas. Who the fuck does that? Who eats desserts with beer? That shit looked disgusting. Like I can only imagine that they both was having the bubble guts. Okay. Good thing Ashley ain't into anal. I mean, I'm just saying because she would have had a combustion going on down there. Cheesecake with Corona, sis. Have y'all ever had beer with cake? I'm confused. I'm really confused. Tabitha said LMAO, Viagra. Y'all are horrible. Well, I see a lot of people in the chat talking about that's what Michael may need. Ashley in her 50 Shades of Grey. Bravo needs to never make me watch Ashley crawl all over a blindfolded Michael ever. Mariah in the chat talking about some Ashley's colorism always jumps out. Is that what she was talking about with the Baltimore comment? Not to be funny, Tiffany says, but Ashley's husband is elderly. How long does she think Michael will be able to get an unassisted erection? Real talk. I mean, all people be horny. All people be horny, but like G got his dialysis or whatever the hell it's called. Okay, so Michael just needs to be, befriend G and ask him for his tips and tricks because we know G be getting it in, and he's all of 65. So it is what it is. But so yeah, they eating a nasty ass cheesecake and beer. They're having a conversation about the girls trip or the couples trip and whatnot. Ashley brings up the fact that Chris was being very nice, and her and Candace had a couple of issues. And this is where I got really perturbed. I saw or I heard Michael call Candace's husband, Chris Bassett, an idiot, which I didn't really care about. You know what I'm saying? If a white man wants to call another white man an idiot, fine, go at it. Okay, white on white crime, whatever. Don't really care about the situation. But it's what he said about Candace that had me startled. And I was like, wow. Okay. I was like, I was really disgusted. He said that Candace is cruel and nasty. Now, whether he thinks Candace is cruel and nasty, okay, whatever, fine. But I'm just thinking about the optics of the situation. You, as a curdled white man up here on national television on this very black ass show, calling another black woman so rude, so nasty, and cruel, I was very offended at. And Ashley should have checked her funny looking husband right then and there. Ashley should have checked her husband right then and there because you as a white man don't need to be calling a black woman nasty on no occasions at all. We know you don't like women. You probably don't like black women. That's very evident. You don't even like your own wife. We know that you are more so into black men. That's evident. But what you can and won't do is call a black woman nasty on national television. You as a white man, I just didn't agree with that. I just didn't agree with that. I did not like that. I thought it was disgusting. Ashley should have stopped him in his tracks. Okay, if anybody's nasty, it's you. Touching everybody's booty on the set. You should be under the jail cell, boo. I'm surprised that Bravo has been this complacent, okay? This okay with keeping this man on this show even though he sexually assaulted one of their contractors. Like, we really need to be looking at Bravo sideways. Why is this man still on the show when he's a criminal? Why is he on the show? You're the nasty one, sis. You're the nasty one. You're the one sitting up here drinking a Corona with a lime at the top with cheesecake. Who does that? Okay, a fashion show with no fashions. Sis, what? I was disgusted. I was like, Michael, you already look disgusting, but now your character is coming out, and that's disgusting too. So I was just like, get this man off my screen, okay? And then Ashley tries to be seductive and she puts the blindfold on, right? She climbs on. We see Ashley's leopard panties crawling on top of the weird looking ass husband, right? And then he goes to say, I feel uncomfortable. How do you think we feel, mister? How do you think we feel watching you and your wife both looking silly on camera? Okay, we feel uncomfortable. We feel uncomfortable looking at what you eating, sis. Okay, we feel uncomfortable every time we have to look at you and be reminded that you've been touching booties and doing God knows what behind closed door. We feel uncomfortable when we get these pictures of you with these other women naked at the hotel while your wife is on a getaway. We feel uncomfortable you talking about a black woman in the manner that you do. I think it's just deplorable. Michael is deplorable. And then to make matters worse, your wife just had a baby. She's probably already feeling self-conscious about her body. She already had to be subjected by Candace in her mouth talking about wide body and wide forehead. So she already feeling self-conscious. And so when she tried to suck your dick, the least you could do is pretend and get it up a little bit, baby. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? What's wrong with this man, y'all? Okay, if you knew you had limp dick, why didn't you go get some help for that? Okay, they have a pink pill and they have a blue pill. Pick one. Anyways. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. So how did y'all feel about the situation? Well, Michael disgusts me. Shout out to all 250 of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video on your way into the chat. Thank y'all for making it this long. We've been on live for 40 minutes. Oh my God. Red flags. Yes, Michael is giving us all the red flags. What did I describe? What are y'all talking about? Are you single, Aaron? LOL, the way you described that so well. What are you talking about? I don't even remember what I said. Rob J in the city. Y'all, this is my boy. He says, sirens. He's getting it from somewhere else, allegedly. Trey says, and Ashley keeps getting pregnant. Well, I mean, listen, I don't think that that's the worst idea, because you can always collect a little check every month when you leave his silly looking self. Lady T said, Michael, stop taking his Viagra. Sasha says Michael is a walking red flag. BB said maybe she not doing it right and he doesn't want it. That could be the case. But she was doing it right well enough for them to have 2 kids. She did it right that time. Easter in the chat talking about finally I got your live, boo. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. Quamisha is in the chat. Shout out to her. She says, when the therapist asked Ashley if she was sure and she hesitated before answering was weird. Because the God to honest truth is Ashley really doesn't know what the hell is going on with her husband. And all jokes aside, I really feel for her, because I don't know, that has to be a really hard position to be in, especially right after having a baby, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with your husband and why he don't want to fuck you. Excuse my language. Cringeworthy, absolutely. Evelyn says Michael is bisexual, which we don't know that to be true. The only reason Ashley has those babies is because she said her butthole was... Remember earlier in the season when Ashley said that, she couldn't have sex, they couldn't have penile to vaginal sex, and so she was using her other holes? What do y'all think she was talking about? I thought she was talking about head, but I think other people interpreted that as anal. How did y'all take that? I didn't know what the hell she was trying to say. I was like, okay, other holes. I thought that maybe she had put that mouth to use, honey. Okay. Something Karen Huger maybe need to think about doing from time to time. Right? She know what teabagging is now, and I don't get that whole, ignorant side of Karen when she don't know what teabagging is and all that other stuff. Girl, you know what that is, and I'm sure you've done it. once before on Ray. I'm sure you've done it, sis. And maybe you did it by accident. Okay, maybe you did it by accident. Maybe he just put him in there while your mouth was. Never mind. Anyways, let me stop. Aries in the chat saying it definitely was cringeworthy. I just came by because I wanted to say hi, Aaron. Hey, babe. Aries, Gemini, Pisces. I'm a Pisces. Shout out to all the Pisces. Dejanay said, LOL, when he said I'm uncomfortable, I threw my phone and laid on the floor. Judy says cheesecake and Corona. You would think that combo would send them both running for the toilet. Exactly. So we know they're not doing no anal sex. Okay, we know they're not doing none of that. Brenda said he's cruel and nasty. He's disgusting looking. How dare her? How dare he? And don't even like Candace, nor do I watch the show. I don't like Candace either. Okay, Candace actually used to be my fave, and then once she got beat the hell up and got her wig shifted a little bit by Sheree and him, she just turned into like the victim of the year, and like the mouth just be going off, it be going crazy. And then she thinks that it's okay after being in therapy for a whole year because somebody touched her. You would think that she wouldn't antagonize people or be violent in any sort of way. But the fact that she fixed her ET fingers to pick up those 2 lettuces and throw them at Mia, that sent me all the way over to the edge. And that's when I knew that Candace has or did not grow at all from the situation. Because I was like, girl, you was just crying and all that stuff. So I say that to say I don't really like Candace either. But if we're comparing Candace to the criminal of Michael Darby, the criminal chief in charge, oh, baby, I'm all the way Team Candace. And he does not need to be speaking on a black woman like that as a white man talking about how she's nasty. No, sis, you're nasty. And Andy Cohen and Bravo and Truly and NBC Universal is nasty for continuing to have scenes with this man. Like, and Monique, no, let me not say that. Let me not say that. I'll just say that there are footages. Okay, remember y'all that there was a rumor. There was a rumor that let me not. I'm gonna just be quiet. Ashley has daddy issues, so she is desperate for Michael's attention. She won't check him. Dejanay says, okay, I definitely don't think Ashley is a colorist at all. I feel like we bring color in situations where it's not added. I don't feel like. So why did she say the comment about Baltimore? That was very racially charged, in my opinion. Michael, I don't feel like Michael dislikes blacks at all. He's just hella opinionated. Okay. I'm not gonna put nothing past him. Y'all, it's someone's fire alarm that's going off. Okay. When y'all cook, make sure you whiffing, make sure you got the fans going, because baby, your neighbors don't want to hear that. Let's see. Shalonda in the chat, old people be getting down. They probably have more sex than younger people. I agree with that. I definitely do think that probably is the case. I want to know, Aaron, what you want to know? What was the question? What's going on? Oh, y'all talking about the rumor. The rumor. No, because the rumor involves a housewife that I actually like and who actually likes me. So I don't like to say. I don't even think it's true. So I'm not gonna say it. But whatever. Yes, Candace and her ET fingers and her ET feet, them ET toes. Okay, Candace had the nerve to talk about Mia's big feet. Okay, meanwhile, Mia had to expose her ass and her crusty feet. The ET fingers and the ET toes. Okay, I agree with you, Mariah. I'm not putting anything past an old white man. I'm just not. Okay, I'm tired of making white people feel comfortable. Right? I'm not going to defend you. If you say something that's racially charged, if you say something against a black person that I don't like, of course I'm going to be on the black person side. because yes, I am hung up on race like that. And if you say something that has a racial undertone to it, I'm not finna defend you no more and be like, oh, well, I don't think you're racist. No, I'm gonna just put the shit out there into the atmosphere and then let the people decide whether you're racist or not. It is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We're not defending you no more, sweetie. We're not doing it. Somebody said, Evelyn said, G is so disgusting. How? What did G do? What did G do? I love G. Darlene said, tell us the rumor. I can't. Maybe one day. Not today, but maybe one day. Oh my God. It's Miss Sophie D said, child, bye, this is your job. But okay, you're right. You're right. Latasha says she loves G too. So I'm trying to figure out how G is disgusting. I like G. G's honest. He doesn't apologize for who he is. It seems like Mia accepts her. I know a lot of the other ladies feel aways because they think Mia is insecure. They think that, I don't know, they think a lot of things about Mia and G, but I respect Mia and G. I think they probably have the realest relationship out of everybody on the show. Right? Not everyone's gonna have a picture perfect traditional marriage like Wendy and her husband Eddie. Not everybody's gonna have a picture perfect relationship. Some people's relationships are just different. Some people are swingers, and that's okay. As long as you have two consenting adults who are okay with that, then I don't see the issue. But I know a lot of the other women on the show can't understand that. They can't wrap their brains around that fact. But some people are swingers. Some people they do cuckolds or whatever the fuck it's called when you have, you know, the wife sitting on the side watching her husband mess around with another woman. People do that and they like it and it turns them on. They get off on that. And vice versa. Sometimes the husband sits out and watch another man do his woman. Now, I can never do that because I'm just very territorial and jealous. I'm very jealous. What you're not going to do is touch my man, number one. But there are some people who are into that. And I feel like if you can watch your man be with somebody else, to me, that you're very secure to me. But that's just my opinion. So, anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and log out. Everybody wants to know the rumor. Y'all already know the rumor. It's been out there. So it's not like I wouldn't be breaking no news. Right? I wouldn't be breaking no news. But what y'all not gonna drag me into is no Monique Samuels slander. It's about Monique Samuels. And I'm not gonna no Monique Samuels slander or rumors will be permitted into this live chat. So, anyways, somebody said the trainer. No, not the damn trainer. What? Not the trainer. Monique Samuels. Y'all know what the rumor is, but I'm not gonna repeat it. Anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all is really trying to figure this out. Dejanay said, hold up, I'm not defending them. I love Monique too. I live for Mia too. Yes, we all love Monique. Football player. Okay, anyways. Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. Melinda figured it out. Anyways. So, yes. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this live chat. On your way out, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure you have the button, the bell button clicked so you can be notified when we are going live. All right. Thank y'all. I will be back a little bit later because y'all, we have to spill some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. Cynthia Bailey tried to save her marriage, y'all. Okay, we got to talk about it. I love y'all, and don't forget to create a great rest of your day. Bye.